Hello guys, it's LaserBeast here, and today this guide is all about showing you what to do if you're a new character, whether this is your first 120 character that you're getting up to in 8.3, or if this is alts and you're just a bit confused as to what to start with, what to prioritize. This guide is for you. I'm going to tell you what you should be doing, and the order which should do things in to be best for your character basically. So here's what to do if you've just leveled up. So initially, do not focus on leveling your neck, as tempting as it might be. If it's a really low level, you might think, I need to level that first. Don't. What you need to do first is do the ny'alotha introduction questline. Now, I'm sure that you get this from your main faction city, whether that's ny'alotha or Borealis, and it's something like Send a Fleet. That's what the quest is called. You need to look for that quest in your log and go to the shippy person in your city and do that questline. You'll see it'll be something like ny'alotha in your log. That's how you know if you've got this quest. So go and do that. It doesn't take very long, and it's not really difficult. It could be slightly hard if you've just geared and your ults are really low eye level. Like if you leveled up through Core X Revenge, for example, you might be really low eye level. So you can do this as a group if you've got someone that can help you out, or you can just wait around and see if there's people there, because there's a boss you've got to kill. I recommend doing that one first because it drops a weapon, and you'll likely be needing quite a good weapon. It drops like a 380 as far as I remember, or 370. It's going to be a nice upgrade for you, so do that one first. You'll see what I mean when you get there if you've not seen that scenario before. It's quite straightforward and linear. So do those quests. Once you've got up to a certain point, and it only takes around 15 minutes to get there, you will get a quest from Magni to go to the Chamber of the Heart. Now this is exactly what you need to do next, because this is going to unlock essences for your characters. So do this, and it's a simple scenario. Again, you've got to go to a dungeon from Legion and kill some elementals and prove that you're worthy of this essence, the first essence that you get. Now you've got Magni helping you as well. If you are really undergeared, Magni does do quite a lot of damage, so don't worry about that, and he will probably pull aggro off you. Or if not, you know, if you've got some heals or something, or you can go as tank spec, just do that. It'll take you a bit longer, but obviously you won't keep dying and wiping, so that's what I recommend. You can also do it as a heal spec as well. I need to mention as well, before you've done any of this, don't do world quests, as tempting as it might be. If you've not unlocked world quests yet, all you need to do is get your faction's reps to friendly, and then you'll get a quest called Uniting the Isles or something similar, and that's what will unlock world quests and give you your Flightmaster's Whistle, which summons you back to the nearest flight point wherever you are in Kulteris or Zandalar. Zuldazar. So don't do any world quests. It's probably a lot of upgrades, but what you want to focus on first, if you've got the time, is boosting your eye level up so that the world quest rewards scale to you. So you want to push them. There might be some nice trinkets or weapons or things or azurite pieces that you want to get from the world quest, but save them for as long as you can until your eye level is as high as you can get it in the time right now. So carry on with the quest chain from Magni, get your essences unlocked, and whatever your Heart of Azeroth level is at, it doesn't matter if it's at level 1 or level 49 or anything between, Magni will then boost your Heart of Azeroth to neck level 50, which is massive, and it's likely going to save you a lot of time. This is the reason why we don't do world quests or anything like that before we've done this, because anything you've put into leveling your Heart of Azeroth is wasted before that point, so you want to save it for now. Now this is when you can start doing your world quests if you want to, if they're going to time out before you can get some more gear. If you can though, what I do recommend is try and do things like, depending on what your gear level's at, some heroic dungeons if you're still quite low eye level, or do some mythics, or even better if you've got some friends, get them to boost you through some mythics and try and get like a +2 done at least for the week, so you get a nice chest at the end of the week. But the next step to do after you've done the Magni quest chain to unlock your essences for your neck is to do the Legendary Cloak quest line. So this is the Black Empire quest chain. So you'll have your neck at level 50 at least by this point, and you'll have also done the ny'alotha introduction quest line. So that's all you need to do now. You'll have unlocked world quests, so if you've not done that, just make sure you go and do the quest. If it's an alt and you've got your main as unlocked world quest, your alt will be able to do it. Super simple. Again, just hand the quest in on the ship in your main city, and you'll unite in the Isles, and then you'll get the world quest unlocked. So to start the Legendary Cloak quest line, all you need to do is, once you've done the ny'alotha thing and you've done the Magni quest line, go to your main city, whether that's ny'alotha or Borealis, and it will pop up, and the quest will likely be to go and see Valeera's Sanguinar. So if you're Alliance, you've got to go to Stormwind. If you're Horde, it just does it as a scenario in the main city, and you watch the cutscene, and that'll start you off. So basically just follow this through. It's a Black Empire campaign, that's the quest thing, that's how you'll find it in your log. If you're low eye level, this could be difficult because you do have to complete the 2 assaults. I'm not going to go into all the details of the quest chain because it's quite simple. You just need to follow it through and guide you. It's going to take you a couple of hours or less if you're on an alt that's already done. You know, if you've got a main that's already done this before, you can skip some of the scenarios. You can skip 2 scenarios. So the first one in the Halls of Origination you can skip, so make sure you do that. Once you got the quest off Magni, you just need to talk to him again. And you can also skip the one when you go to the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. You don't need to go back to Morgushan Vaults after you've been there the first time to speak to the guy that dies, that sends you to the Vale. You can speak to, I think it's Radan, and say, you know, I've seen this thing before, and you can skip that too. So that's going to save you like at least half an hour. So that's really nice. Don't forget to skip things. So if you're, again, really a low eye level, you've just leveled up, and you've just got your Nectar 50 and stuff, and you've not got that much gear, the assaults are going to be difficult. They really are going to be difficult if you try and do them on your own. So what I suggest is if you go into the group finder and search for like Vale Assault or Oldham Assault, there's going to be groups in there of people similar to you or people that are quite geared that just want to get this done super fast. So you can either join one of those groups and do it with some people. Don't do it in a raid because you can't do it in a raid. It's classed as a quest, so it won't complete. So just do it in a group of 5 maximum, and that'll help you speed through it a bit quicker. Focus on killing rares if you want. You can camp rares if you're also interested in the things that they drop. There's obviously 2 benefits with one thing. Get the assault done. Again, the little boss at the end of the assault is going to be a pain in the ass if you try and do it on your own. So do that with the group, or you can just sit by the boss and wait till someone comes and then they'll help you. The reason why you want to focus on this first is because through this quest chain you'll get some really nice upgrades, like a 440 piece from when you do the first assault, which will also be corrupted, which is really nice. Get you started on that system. And I think there's some 440 Azurite piece or even 430. It's a good upgrade, and then obviously the cloak at the end as well. And while you're doing these assaults, while you're killing mobs in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms or in Oldham, you can also get the Black Empire gear, which is 410 eye level. So you're basically going to be just soaking up the upgrades at this point. The focus still being to get as many upgrades as you can, boost that eye level, keep on going, so that the world quests scale with you. And then once you've done all this, you'll be able to go to the world quests that have, you know, you might have some slots missing, you might have some gear that's still really low eye level, and the rest is like 400 and above. So you can just choose the world quests that you need to do, and then do the emissaries as well, obviously for the Azurite there, and fill in the slots that you need to. Now, I've done a separate video on like gearing up in patch 8.3, so what I'll do, I'll not go through those things again. I'll link that in the description below. So if you really focus on just gearing up, you can watch that video, and hopefully that'll give you some tips on exactly what you can do and, you know, where to go for your gear. Now, pay attention to what weekly event is up, what weekend event is up, because if, for example, you've got time walking, that can be a really good thing to do. I think time walking offers some decent gear. I think it's around about 410, so again, it could be good for a fresh 120 to get some nice gear in there. Also, the one to do 4 mythic dungeons, that's really good because that offers heroic gear, so that's a 460 piece of gear at minimum from the new raid, so that's well worth doing if you can get into some mythics. It might be a push initially, but if you just start your own group, you'd like to have more success. If you start your own group as a DPS, for example, and just advertise you want to do 4 mythic runs for the weekly, you'll get people in there definitely that want to just smash out 4 mythics nice and easy, and jobs are good. And also the heroic Dark Shore Warfront. Now, you might struggle to get into a group if your eye level is really low, but at this point people are just stomping through it, so you never know. You might get in there, and that also gives a 460 piece of gear, so that's going to be a lovely upgrade. So try and just see what's available in the current week and try and do, you know, as much as you can. So I hope that kind of clears up a bit of confusion, because I've seen a lot of things in Facebook groups and stuff about people being confused. You know, where the hell do I start? I've got all these quests, I'm not sure what to do. Do I need to do the war campaign on my ults or my first character? I do recommend doing it on your first character, but you don't have to do the whole thing on your ults. There's not much point, unless you really want to push the missions on the, you know, from the boat with the mission table thing. If you do, then do your war campaign, because you'll unlock a lot more champions that way, and obviously that's going to help you do the missions. But if not, just do the first bits on each island, on each zone, on the opposite faction's island, because if you're doing like Mythic Plus down the line, and say you're Horde and you need to go to like Waycrest Manor, you don't want to not have the boat to get there. You don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, I need a summon and I can't get across myself because I've not done the quest. It literally takes you about 10 minutes for each zone, and it's worth it just to get the, you know, the boat passage across whenever you need it. So yeah, there we go, guys. That's pretty much a summary of what order you should do things in when you get a fresh 120. I hope it clears up any confusion. Any more questions, please do ask me in the description down below. I'll be happy to help, and I'm sure other people will be as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I've been LaserBeast, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.